What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Agrarian Skies 2. Oh yeah, guys. So last episode we were trying to craft that arcane assembler and things just weren't working out and I couldn't figure it out. And you guys let me know in the comments what I was doing wrong. So we should be able to get this thing done today. So the arcane assembler, we were looking at this recipe here, which shows all these different shards, including the balance shard and an iron capped wooden wand. But, you know, as I was clicking through these different things, you can see right here the wand is different. This is a Thaumic embossed silverwood scepter. And even when we were looking in the Thauminomicon, let's go over here, the arcane assembler, it shows a Thaumic embossed silverwood scepter as well. That just said click for research for some reason. Why does that say click for research? Hold on, let's wait for it to say that again. Click. Oh, maybe it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just saying that. Maybe it says that for everything. Why it doesn't say it sometimes, I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, so we were using the wrong wand. So we need to make one of those Thaumic embossed silverwood scepters. So I went ahead and I infused a silverwood log, and we have that. And then I think, yeah, I did the charged Thaumic cap, so we have that, and we had the primal charm. So let's look at this thing real quick. So not this one, this infusion crafting recipe, this is incorrect. Arcane infusion, this is the correct one. And this is also the one, like, on this particular tab, not this one. You can shift click things into this work table here. Anyway, so we wanted to make our scepter, which is not that, this one. So primal charm, 2 charged Thaumic cap, silverwood rod, charged Thaumic cap here, and it requires 54 of each of these aspects. I think we can do that a little bit cheaper by putting on our wizard hat and our robes. Let's do this. Okay, so 81, oh, maybe that doesn't change it. Let us put in, I guess our blood wand should be fine. 64.8 is what that says. I guess. Oh, no, it does change it. So it goes from 64.8 to 68.8. So, yeah, we'll save a little bit by doing that. So there's a Thaumic embossed silverwood scepter. And this will recharge over time. Now, I've found out with the blood wand, it only recharges when it's in your inventory. Even though it says current owner Hypnotizd, like if I stick it right here and we hover over this thing, I was looking at this before, it never charged up while it's in this machine. So it has to be in my inventory even though it's bound to me. I don't know how that works, but anyway, yeah, it'll charge up while it's in my inventory, so that's a thing too. But that's pretty cool. Like, I can do a lot of crafting using this thing, and it just charges up through the blood network, which is automatically filled, so I never have to really worry about that. So we need this thing charged fully, from what people were saying. I think it even mentions that in the book here. I haven't actually read this thing. But yeah, it does say silverwood scepter. This must be fully charged. Yeah, so that is a thing. So we will go ahead and stick our Thaumic embossed silverwood scepter right here, and let's just watch it charge up. Actually, no, we're just gonna use this one because this one's fully charged. Okay, so we'll stick that right there. We should be good to go on this craft. Let's put the molecular assembler right in the center. Hopefully this time I can just clickety and it just works. Let's clickety. Ah, there we go. See, I didn't know that about thaumcraft before. I thought it was based on the item that you put on that center pedestal. Like, it saw that there was a molecular assembler there, so it knew what craft it was. But apparently it also looks at all these pedestals around to make sure that those contain the correct items to do the the crafting. I didn't know that. But now I do know. I mean, it makes sense, but yeah, I wasn't aware that that was a thing that happened. Another thing I've noticed, while I've been just kind of hanging out here, I have warp ward on because I was getting like these crazy effects, but I keep getting like these little particles that fly off me that you can use to recharge your wand or whatever, and I don't know if that's because of the warp ward or something else that's going on around here. But yeah, like those the little balls or whatever, when you kill monsters that you can use to charge up your wand, I see those keep falling off me every once in a while. You might not be seeing them right now because my wand is charging up, or I don't know, but yeah, I was seeing those fall off me, which I thought was kind of weird. I was also over here doing some stuff and I kept hearing like ting sounds, like I was picking up experience. So I don't know what was going on with that. Maybe it's the same thing. Looks like this is gonna take a minute to complete though. Oh wait, no, it's okay. It It just ate the wand or the scepter. Now it's eating the shard. So this might be just about done here. Well, that's cool. Looks like we got everything correct this time. All the correct aspects are in the system. Looks like maybe 3 more of those shards it needs to suck into itself. And the fire one, there it goes. Are we done? We did it, yes. Okay, so that problem is now solved. We were able to figure that out. Just need to make sure we're looking at the correct recipe. I'll make sure to look at the arcane, or I'm sorry, the Thaumic if something breaks in the future. Now I know. So arcane assembler is now done. So that should complete this quest over here. Yeah, 1 quest with unclaimed reward. So back to our, no, thaumaturgy. This one? Was it this one? For the hoarding, no, it's applied engineering, right. Okay, so that completes this quest. For some reason I thought that was under the thaumcraft section, but it's not. So that's gonna give us a 4K essential storage cell, which is awesome because we've been wanting more storage, and a reward bag. So let's claim that. I think right away we'll just put the storage over here. Awesome. And a reward bag is a greater one, so it's not the best items, and oh, actually, those aren't too bad. Yeah, sure, different augments for our thermal expansion machines. All right, yeah, that's cool. I'll probably use those. Let's go ahead and stick those in the system for later. All right, we got lots of thaumcraft stuff on us now. So arcane assembler, I assume this is just like the regular assembler. Oh, maybe it's different. Okay, what happens when you assume? So how does this work? We got a spot here for the upgrades. Got a spot here for our armor. Is this where the patterns go? Oh man, I'm gonna have to do some research on this. Does it say in the Thaumic what this thing is all about? I bet it does. Pattern storage assembler itself does not store crafting recipes. Further research may be required to devise a pattern storage medium. V replenishment. V relay interface. Okay, so we might have to get into the advanced stuff. V discounts. All right. Well, this might be something we look at a little bit later. This is getting more advanced and technical than I'm at right now. But we were able to craft it, and that makes me happy. So let's just go ahead and stick that in our AE system. We will worry about that another time. Yeah, this wand is just about full again, which is awesome. That fills up super quick. Okay, so back to our book. Let's go ahead and start looking at... Oh, is this completely... Is that all completed? Down here? No. No, it's not. Oh, wait, click it. Yeah, it is not complete. I guess there's going to be another quest that unlocks at a later time. But yeah, let's go ahead and go through the book. I'm going to find another quest line or something else for us to do today. Sleep through the night, and we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, so I think what we're going to do, let's go ahead and finish up the hoarding quests that we have unlocked at this point. It says 10 quests in total, 10 unlocked, 9 completed, 1 available for completion. The last one available is one that's called Blue. So this wants us to have 1,000 cyanite ingots. Now, normally you get the cyanite when you pump in yellorium into your big reactor, and then it gets processed, the spent fuel gets exported, and that is what the cyanite is the spent yellorium. So that's going to take a little while for that to complete. Currently, we have 129 cyanite ingots, so that's about 10% of the way complete, right? I was looking at the cyanite ingots and I was checking recipes, and sure enough, we can combine yellorium with sand to get the cyanite right away. I'm also curious, if we look at yellorium in our system, we have 604 more yellorium dust plus, this many of the ores. I think we're good on yellorium for a while, and also we can take that cyanite and reprocess it into plutonium, and the plutonium will go back into the big reactor just like the yellorium does. So you can keep using the fuel over and over and over again. Eventually you'll run out, but we are collecting the stuff at a rate fast enough that we will keep our supply up, so that's fine. So let us grab, well, we need about 900 yellorium ingots. I'm not really sure how much that is, so let us just grab an inventory's worth of this stuff. We'll double click that in here. That is 1,469. So some things you can do with the with the Applied Energistics Search Terminal, you can do regular expressions. So if we type yell, that'll show up everything that says yellow. Instead of typing yellorium and that still shows like this many, you can type that whole thing, or you can just do like yell period star ingot, right? So that'll only show us everything, and that's like searching the center part, I guess. Like any match in the center starts with yell, ends with ingo, and that's what we have here. So I do that a lot when I'm searching for things. So there we go. There's 1,021 left in the system, so we'll put all this stuff back. We only needed 1,000 of those for the cyanide ingots, so I don't want to waste what we have in our system. Anyway, we can come over here back to our terminal. We will craft up, let's see. Actually, we only need 900, right? That's fine. Sand plus yellorium makes our cyanide. So there is cyanide. We'll just go ahead and shift click a few of those into our inventory. It takes a minute for whatever reason. How are we doing on cyanide? Okay, so now we got over 1,000 of these things. I'll just go ahead and click these into my inventory. Not you. All right, so that should complete this quest. That actually was not too bad. So let us manually submit, and that'll give us a reward bag. Let's claim that reward. Finally, it's a legendary reward bag and a note in the jar. Hey, that's not too bad. We still have those other thaumcraft nodes that we haven't used yet. So does this say what this is? Oh, okay, it's the same thing. It's a normal with 15 of each aspect in it. I see. So that's not bad. So these cyanide ingots, yeah, we made too many, but like I said, we can reprocess that into plutonium, so it doesn't really matter. We will still be able to use that stuff. So if we go back to our quest book here, yeah, all of these are now complete, and this says for the hoarding is 84% complete. So apparently there's going to be more quests that are unlocked over time. Okay, but everything that we can complete there has been completed, so that is pretty cool. And then the applied engineering, yeah, that is kind of stuck at a spot. Maybe what we should do, thaumaturgy is the one with the lowest percent complete. Let's go ahead and start working on those quests. There's a lot of stuff left in thaumcraft that we have yet to do. A lot of blinky lights in here. Pesky pecs. This is something I was kind of interested in. People are telling me I should spawn in pecs, and then we can trade them and get mana beans and all this other stuff. I don't really know what all pecs do. My only experience with them in the past is I put them in a safari net, spawned them, killed them, got a bunch of mana beans that I ate, and I got, research points that way. I don't think you can use the spawner to spawn these things in anymore, the MFR spawner, but we might be able to use a wrath cage, which could be kind of cool. As long as it doesn't use that RM aspect, because that is something we are running low on. Actually, hold on a second. I've never looked. We saw this last episode where we can search for the aspect and we can right click on it and it'll show us everything that contains that. Yeah, so it looks like we can make not too many things. Beacons have 2. Those are kind of expensive, but it is a way that we can make that, and that requires nether stars, which we can also make, which is kind of expensive. Skeleton skulls and all these diamond tools and things like that. So we can make a whole bunch of nether stars and then get this RM aspect that way, but that's kind of a lot of work. It seems like the only good way to do it is get these ethereal essence from killing wisps, and it seems like if we spawn them in with the spawner, yeah, we don't really gain. It's just like we can spawn them in and kill them, and we have the same amount of RM when it's all said and done. But anyway, I think we're going off topic here. Let's go back to the thaumcraft dolls. We need to make one of these, our Thaumic dolls. So how do we make a Thaumic? I think we can do that same thing here, right? Thaumic doll. We can do a precious doll in the crucible with some of these different things. I don't know if we have the lucrum, but we should have everything else. Spiritus, I know we can get from gas tiers or any of the mob skulls or things like that. I don't know if we've actually got any of that in our system. We can go take a look real quick. Let's check this out over here. So we needed the Spiritus. Come on, click it. Oh, we do have some of this in here. We have 128 of that. And we also needed this one, lucrum. I don't think we have any of the lucrum. Lucrum? Lucrum. I think it's lucrum. Yeah, we don't have any of that in the system. That, I do believe, comes from gold. Yeah, there's a decent amount of that in here. There might be other ones. I guess we can search for that. in NEI and see if there's anything better that has it. The gold coins apparently do, but doesn't have a number next to it, so it might not have. Well, I don't know. Let's look. Gold coin. Oh, it says 1, so we will go ahead and put in 4 stacks over here, and we'll just call that good. So we'll get some of that in our system. Gold coins really don't have much use, to be honest. They can be a replacement for gold nuggets and recipes, but there's not too many recipes that need those. So back to the Thaumic doll. We have everything, right? So we need a precious doll. So we need the porcelain clay. Yeah, porcelain clay, which is clay plus bone meal. So let's come back over here. We could probably do it over in the other terminal, but I like using this one more. So we need porcelain clay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Was 5 all we needed? I can't remember. Yeah, 5 of those plus a diamond. Actually, we're going to use an emerald. Our emerald supply is a lot bigger than our diamond supply. We only got 100 diamonds, but we do have like 2,000 emeralds. So we'll do this, and then we have to put that in the crucible with 8 of those other ones. Whoop, a sudden and unnatural hunger consumes me. That happened earlier. Yeah, you guys told me in the comments about that too, that I can use zombie brains and I can use rotten flesh to curb my hunger when this happens. But yeah, you can see my hunger bar is going crazy fast right now. But yeah, we can eat one of these, and it says your hunger begins to fade. Yeah, it says 3 minutes there, so let's eat another one of these. Now it's 2 minutes. It still says 2 minutes. Maybe I'll just keep munching on this. Okay, the screen went kind of normal again. Yeah, okay, the unnatural hunger went away. Now we got 30 seconds of the regular hunger, which is fine. So we can go ahead and put that stuff away, and we will eat a brain jerky to fill up our saturation and our normal hunger. Okay, so that's taken care of. So we needed to grab, what are those called? Files? Yeah, we need to grab like 3 of these files. We need the greed, one of those, and I can't remember what the other ones were. Spiritus and the magic one. We're running low on the magic one. So there's that, and Spiritus. Got it. So we have to put that plus the precious doll over here, and that should be all we need to do. So let us do that. Q, 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 Q. Nice, got it. So Thaumic doll, that's pretty good. So what did we have to do to actually... Oh, that's all we needed to do. So apparently this makes a peck somehow. If you want to pet a peck, make a thaumium barrel, fill it with witch water, and add a Thaumic doll. Okay, so we have a thaumium barrel here, so we need to fill that full of witch water. We have a bucket of witch water. So if I click this and click... Oh, you know what? That's on top of an aqueous accumulator. Let's go ahead and turn this thing off. Can I not? Why can I... Weird. Okay, so we got that done. So we'll put witch water in here. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope, nope. There we go. Witch water in there. And then we will put the thaumium doll. Okay, so also I should grab... I don't think a regular safari net's going to work, but we can try it. Do we have a safari net that doesn't have anything in it? Right there. Okay, so we'll try this. Alright, so we're summoning. Yeah, that's going to take a minute. I should probably grab some glass so it does not go into the cauldron, because that would be bad. Alright, so let's wait for this to happen, and we'll be right back, guys. Alright, well, I just slept till day, and this guy appeared. So he's just cruising around doing his thing. Safari net, can we safari net you? Nope, does not look like we can safari net him. One thing I do want to do, though, let's block him in so he doesn't go around everywhere. Go over here to the corner, please. Hey, no, 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 no. Ah, dang guy. Yeah, we need to trap him so he doesn't wander everywhere. I wonder, should I just, like, poke a hole in the floor and drop him underground here? All right, well, I got him trapped. Apparently, this guy just walks away from me. Like, whenever I get near him, he tries to move away from me. So trying to trap him in a little thing wasn't really working. So I had to make a bigger thing. Just trap him in the corner and then place a glass around. So that seems to work. So this guy, he's a peck forager. Whoops. One. Right-clicking on him does nothing. He's kind of a weird-looking guy, isn't he? Those gold coins, I think we can actually throw them at this guy and he'll like them. Whoop. Nope, he just stole. He took like 2 of them. Okay, so he took 2 of those gold coins. If we right-click on him, nothing happens. Let's put down the rest of them. There you go, little buddy. All right, so he's got the little sparklies. I think he likes me now. Now, is he going to run away from me? I'm not sure if he still hates me or not. He's got the little sparklies. So we can trade stuff with him. I think we have to do more gold coins in there. It's been a while since I've messed with these guys. Whoops, can't click on with that either. Empty hand. Okay, so gold coin. What? Okay. So I guess we roll the dice and he gives us something, which is a gold coin. All right, so here we go. Native iron cluster and a potion of strength. I see. It's like a little gambling game with this guy. Looks like he didn't give me anything that time. Another gold coin. Native iron cluster, potion of strength. Gold. So this is a way we can get some stuff from this guy. That's kind of cool, I suppose. It'd be awesome if there was a way we could do this, like, automatically. I don't know if there is a way that we can just give him a stack of gold and tell him to give us whatever. Knowledge fragment, that's kind of cool. Yeah, we're getting some of these different things. All right. Mana beans. Now, I don't know if trading with this guy makes him like me more and eventually... Oh. He just gave me a sapling. A graywood sapling. Yeah, I don't know if trading with this guy enough times... he'll like me more. Apparently, he doesn't like anything to do with me anymore. Let's... More gold on the ground. He just ate it all. What a guy. Gold. Let's do some more of this random trading. I don't know what all we can get from him, but it looks like he does have some good stuff. All right, shift click this stuff out of his inventory. It kind of sucks that it's all random. It's not like the regular villagers where you can kind of pick and choose. Whoops. Oops. I accidentally clicked on him. Okay, well, we got some native cinnabar clusters, some gold, we got some iron, knowledge fragments, we got some random mana beans, and a graywood sapling. I'm not sure how we got that. It just kind of like threw it at us, I guess. I hope this guy forgives me. I'm sorry, dude. If I give you some gold, you be okay? You love me again? He just took some of my gold and he's still all angry at me. Can I click on him? Nope. Maybe it just takes him like a few minutes to calm down. I don't see the little angry symbols anymore. What about if we give him gold coins? No, he still doesn't like me. All right, well, I guess we'll just walk away from him and hopefully he will forgive us. All right, guys, so we'll just go ahead and let that Peck do his thing over there. Hopefully he will forgive us over time. Right now we're gonna make some more of these balance shards, and if we go really quick, we can make a decent amount of those at a time. I did this earlier and I was able to make 7, but yeah, apparently that was too slow and elements combined or whatever. Yeah, it just doesn't work really great sometimes, but that's fine. I'm just going to do that, clean up that mess. Okay, so now we have some balance shards, so we can come over here and make ourselves another primal charm. Click this thing to save some of the aspects in our wand. So there's a primal charm, and we wanted to make ourselves a graywood staff core, so we're gonna do this, which is 2 graywood rods, which is just 2 graywood logs, and 3 Perdito. I already made those. So we will go ahead and do this, and here we go. Guess we'll put, yeah, that's right. So it's only 6.4 ordo, I'm sorry. Grab this guy and swap back to other armor. Okay, actually, I'm going to put this on us to let that charge up as well. So that will complete yet another quest here. Great Staff of Wood wanted us to make one of those, and that's going to give us a Wand Focus of Frost. So we'll claim this guy. Also, our pesky pecs, we never claimed that reward. Let's do that as well. So a good reward bag is a fishing rod. Huh, fishing rod. I wonder what this thing is. Let's go over to our ME system over here and let's click it and see what it does. Nope. So this thing is kind of a troll item. Yeah, you right click it, you throw it down and it explodes. It's not gonna get me again. Yeah, it got me before in Agrarian Skies 1. Those of you who saw that happen, that was kind of a mess. But yeah, we're not gonna do that mistake again. So let me grab one more stone brick and we'll fix that. Okay, so that wasn't that great of a reward. But yeah, we got 2 quests knocked out there pretty quickly. I'm trying to get through some of these thaumcraft ones as fast as possible. A lot of these things we've already skipped over and we're never going to use, like these different staves and things like that. Magic cobble, let's go and check this out. I don't even know what this is. Thaumic stone extruder. As an alternative to technology, the Thaumic stone extruder can be used to make cobble. Interesting. I wonder if that works better, faster, stronger than the other ones. So that's going to give us an orange sapling and some cobblestone, a stack of cobblestone. So Thaumic stone extruder. Thaumic stone. This requires a thaumium pickaxe, some arcane stone blocks, lava, water, and great wood planks. Okay, I think we should be able to do that. I don't know if we have the lava. Yeah, we do have lava buckets. Okay, let's see if we can craft up one of those. We don't have this guy. We'll craft up one of those. Then we will do this again. Awesome. I do believe we need to put in our blood wand. Maybe? Wait, is this shaped arcane work table? It needs this stuff, and I think we have everything in there, right? Oh, you know what? Okay, it's put in this water bottle instead of a water bucket. No, is that not the problem? Great wood planks? Oh, I put in oak planks. That's the problem. So I wonder if we can use a water bottle. Great wood. Yeah, we don't have any planks. Let's go ahead and make some planks real quick. There we go. So does it use the water bottle? Nope, it still wants the bucket of water. Okay, so now we know. Thaumic stone extruder. I'm going to do that. Put this back in our inventory. So let's take a look at this guy. Let's set it down, see what it does. So it looks like it's already got water and lava inside. Oh, and it's just spitting out cobblestone. Huh. That's cool. Whoops. What happens now? Stop? No, it still spits it out. I don't want to click on this with that. I'm trying to do it with an open hand. Okay, so it doesn't look like there is anything we can do. This thing just makes cobblestone, just spits it out. I don't know if there's a way we can speed it up or not. Doesn't look like there's any form of input to this thing, but that's kind of cool. So can we break it? It's here forever. No, we got it. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of cool. That's from Witching Gadgets. Yeah, that would have been pretty useful earlier on. I don't know if that's something you can make early on. Water, lava, yeah, maybe. The gray wood planks might have been the only sticking point there, and I guess maybe the thaumium pickaxe. But yeah, I guess if you were going magic route, that would have been an easy way, or an easier way to get cobblestone earlier on, perhaps. So back at our quest book, that's going to give us the cobblestone orange sapling. We'll claim those. So redstone V. What are these? Thaumic inhibitor, dense red crystal, resonating red crystal. I have no idea what these are. A V reader can read how much and what type of V is available in a container. It can then send out a redstone signal based on the results. Okay, so that's going to give us runed obsidian C. I have no idea what that is. And a reward bag. So let's see if we can even make a V reader. I assume we can. So a thermometer, some nether quartz, arcane stone blocks, and a red crystal. So the red crystal is something we do not have. So how do we make red crystal? Crucible crafting, we just need 1 vitreous. Okay, so let's grab a file. One of these, we will click on this guy, just like so. Oops, on the ground. Let's grab 8 redstone. Alright, and we'll do a little crucible crafting over here. I don't know how useful these things are. I haven't seen them yet in this pack, so We need to turn off our magnets. And put that in there, put that in there. And there we go. There's 8 of these red crystals. Let's set one down. Let's see what they look like. Okay, if we can't click another one on there, is it just power 0? All right. I have no idea what these things do, so I'm gonna just experiment for a second. If we give it a redstone signal, power 15. Oh, does that work just the same as like redstone? 15, 14, 13. Yeah, okay. So I guess that's a way to do redstone signals. And yeah, I guess that's just like a replacement for redstone dust or something. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Let's grab that block down here. And stone block. Boop. Okay, so now that we have these things, this wanted us to do all this stuff, and we should be able to just craft that up. Oh, it's right here. And we need this guy right there. What else were we missing? Yeah, one of the red crystals right there. Okay, so there we go. There's our V reader. What does this thing look like? I cannot click on it. All right. So it said something about emitting a redstone signal based on, whoop, not this one, based on the stuff that was detected. How much and what type of V is available in a container. It can then send out a redstone signal based on the result. So is that talking about like a warded jar, for instance? Because I have no idea. Let's find this out. So if I do this and that, fill this up. Okay, so if I stick this on top of here, does that emit a redstone signal? Okay, it shows that is in there. 16. And I guess redstone. I don't know why I would want to do this, but I mean, I guess it's kind of cool. So 4. Yeah, and that's... Alright, I guess that makes sense. Okay, so that's kind of cool. I'm not sure if we'll ever have a use for this thing, but, you know, it's a thing that's there and available. Maybe there's something that is pretty useful to do with that. I don't know. I guess we'll clean up our inventory a little bit here. Wand Focus Frost. Yeah, we should also make one of those Wand Focus pouches, I think. Go ahead and put all this stuff away. This we can... Whoops. We can refill back into this guy. All right. That. Okay, think we're good. So quest book is going to give us this stuff, and then we can choose a runed obsidian sea or a reward bag. What is runed obsidian? Automagi, rock, sea, crystal, soul. I don't know if this is stuff that we need. So how do we make one of these? It doesn't look like we can make them, right? That's a V reader. I don't think this is the right thing. Automagi. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should take it. Okay, let's go and claim this reward. I don't know if this is worth taking or not, but we'll do it. So we got dense redstone, resonating redstone, and this guy. So I assume quests coming up will deal with those bits and pieces. Maybe. I'm not seeing any quest in here that looks like it contains those. Okay. Oh my goodness, guys. I just looked at the time of this video, and yeah, we've been going for a little while now. Looks like that peck did despawn, so maybe when they are upset, they turn into a hostile creature and they eventually despawn, or I don't know. We might have to make another one of those guys. They might have something pretty useful that they can trade that we will need. Again, I will look at doing a spawner for those at some point if we can get that arm aspect. But yeah, guys, I think we're out of time for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you did like it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.